What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to dive into the current situation on the Steam market. You already know the whole deal. We recently got an update where the non-prime pool was removed. I made a video about it on the day that it happened, so I'm not gonna repeat myself on it again. Currently, the 6 cases that were once in the non-prime drop pool are under question. We do not know what Valve is going to do next. They can either do nothing and keep the cases in the rare drop pool, or they could do a 180 and drop those cases into the prime pool. Every month in CSGO there are from 25 to 30 million cases unboxed, as investigated by the user Fiedic on the CSGO Market Forum subreddit. Previously, when the non-prime accounts were getting cases as drops, the total amount of cases on the market was staying about the same. But now a big chunk of the supply has been cut off, therefore this is a factor that drives up the price for cases. Knowing this, people started buying up cases like crazy, ones that weren't even affected by the new update, because if the supply for some cases goes down, demand will be directed towards the other cases that still have plenty of supply, therefore decreasing them in quantity as well. The overall increase in price is going to lead to less cases unboxed. This of course will be a trigger for Valve because their profit is going to be a few $1,000,000 short that month. So I think this is likely to make Valve increase the amount of drops people can get every week. Currently, as I know, you can get a maximum of 2 cases per week. Crank that up to 4 cases per week per account and you got yourself more cases on the market, lower prices, which in turn leads to more people buying cases and more profit for Valve. I think this is a possibility regardless of where the 6 non-prime cases end up. Now let's discuss each specific scenario and the situation overall. In one of my recent videos about common investing mistakes on Steam, I mentioned that you shouldn't put your money into investments whose fate depends on a decision from Valve. The 6 non-prime cases fall exactly into this category. If they get moved into prime, it is a failed investment. If they stay inside the rare pool, it becomes a successful one. Of course, there is much to be made if this succeeds, but there is also a lot at stake. If you have a burning desire to invest into cases right now, you should look into the cases that have been inside the rare drop pool for a long time. But really, I would recommend staying away from those 6 cases for now. I myself have bought a few Spectrum 2 cases and I kind of regret it. Most of the rare cases got their price inflated by the recent events, but there are some that didn't have a change. I believe those are the cases that you should look at, or the ones that had a big sudden rise but fell back to where they started, and they also should be included in the rare drop pool. A third option to what might happen to the X non-prime cases would be half of them moving into the rare pool and half going to prime, as suggested by Arman in a comment on my recent poll. The poll is about what people think Valve will decide to do with those cases, and 2/3 of those people think the 6 cases will stay rare. I think the situation is a lot like the time when people were debating on whether we are going to see a discount on the RMR capsules. Most people, as well as I, thought there will be no sale, but I still chose to not invest due to the possibility of a sale existing in the first place. You know, it feels like since every other type of economy in the world is extremely volatile or inflated right now, Valve decided to not stand out too much and become just like the others. Though of course I'm joking, I don't think Valve had any intention of influencing the market. Their main goal with this update was probably to combat drop farmers that were bringing a large amount of skins and cases into CSGO and making lots of money off of this. As a collateral, this kind of works against cheaters, but not that well really, since there are people willing to pay tens of dollars monthly for private cheats. I believe these people will be ready to spend another $15 on Prime every few months when they get banned, if they get banned in the first place. On a side note, here is an interesting post I found on the CSGO Market Forum. This is a table with data about the items currently listed for sale on most of the popular marketplaces. According to this, Buff 163 is more valuable than all the other marketplaces combined. That's mostly because they have literally hundreds of Dragon Lords for sale and other expensive skins. One thing that interested me for a long time is the amount of money in sales every single day in CSGO on Steam. And under this post I finally found that answer. It turns out to be $3 million just for CSGO skins daily. Buff probably has a bigger amount of value in sales, but it wasn't shown on here. Also, in case you don't know, Buff 163 is owned and operated by a Chinese company, and it is listed on the NASDAQ, which is an index fund. So technically, whenever you buy that index, you buy a little piece of Buff stock. I think it's kind of funny that we can do that. In the end, it is up to you to decide whether you should buy cases now. I believe I've shown you all the possibilities so you can weigh things out yourself. If I've missed something or if with time there is new info, I'm sure someone in the comments is going to point it out, or I'm gonna do it myself. Also, we have recently hit the member goal on our stream, so today I'm going to unbox 25 cases. I know that's not that many, but when you calculate the price, it adds up quickly. Anyway, I'll be unboxing them live today at 7 PM GMT+3 here on YouTube, so I will be waiting for you. Thank you for watching this short little update on the current market situation. Have a good rest of the day and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.